Before you, the Red Legion had never been defeated in battle. You crushed them. Drove them to a desperation they've never known. They have scoured the system, searching for salvation. Instead, they found my failed experiment. The sundial prototype. It is a means to walk the corridors of time. Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion into countless realities. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War. Show them history is written by the victors. Welcome to my sundial. It is a means to walk the corridors of time. And time is broken here on Mercury. I need your help. You've been busy, Guardian. When you slew the Undying Mind, you changed the course of history. Inside the Infinite Forest, the Vex's future I long sought to prevent was no more. Instead, I met an emptiness I'm only beginning to understand. This new future dwarfed the Vex apocalypse. It was annihilation at the subatomic level, reaching out forever. And so I left the forest, and I emerged to find that time is broken on Mercury. The Red Legion have run amok in timelines across the past, present, and future of this planet. If you're willing to help, I'll arm you to smash the Legion and collapse the timelines they've created. You'll need my sundial to do it. All that you see here was not in the sundial's original design. I built it so that an ally of mine could cheat death. You and your Guardian cohorts know him as Saint 14. I failed to help him, and his death remains my greatest regret. I told you before, I tried to save Saint 14. I bent the rules of time using a prototype of the sundial. It allowed me to walk the corridors of time here on Mercury, but I failed. I never found Saint's final moment against the Vex. I encountered younger versions from his first mission to Mercury, among others, but none were the right Saint. The prototype sundial still exists, accessible off the main deck. And it can still travel through Saint's personal timeline on this planet. But venture there at your own peril. He cannot be saved. I have walked every permutation of those corridors with 100,000 of my echoes and found nothing. Saint 14 is lost.
Okay, let's check the tower databases to make sure we didn't just wreck the entire timeline. Querying Saint 14. Records state he was a former commander of the tower. He vanished on the final mission to Mercury in search of the exiled warlock Osiris. Well, those are the big beats. Timeline intact. Good job, Saint. But our trip's not over. That broadcast I picked off the perfect paradox marked one more set of coordinates within the sundial.
I've killed enough of you to end a war. And you took my light. I guess that makes us even. What are you waiting for? Last words? Finish it, you cowards.
If we did this right, Saint should be waiting for us in the forest. Let's hope he's still alive.
My name is Saint 14. They call me the greatest titan who ever lived. But I would be dead if not for you. Since the day I met you, I swore I would make it my duty to follow your example. I'm still trying.
I didn't think it was possible. I had given up. I spent lifetimes looking for Saint. A dozen of my echoes lost their minds before I retired them. Part of me wishes you were there to see it, to feel what I felt when I surrendered. But then where would we be? What you've done today, this is amazing. Saint will need your help. The world has changed since he last walked free. In his youth, he talked often about the Guardian who inspired him. I should have guessed it would be you.
Look at this place. I cannot believe what this city has become. To be home again. To hear of the Red War and see the scars. So much has changed. I was not here when the city needed me most. But regret does not serve us. We must look to the future. We must find hope again. There is no more time to waste. On my journey here, I wondered how the city could best use me. Now I think I know. Together, we will shine brighter. we will build a beacon to call all who are lost home. You will fight, and I will build. But for now, my skull needs rest.
Let's hope your journey to help Saint doesn't have any unintended consequences for our timeline. Even the Warlock orders don't fully understand the ramifications. The Speaker exiled Osiris for less. But I know you'll stop at nothing to right a wrong. Eris says that Guardians are bound to lives of loss. We don't usually get to see our old friends again after they've passed. So thank you for this. Just try not to make this a habit.
I've come to expect great things from you, Guardian. You never wavered when the tower fell. When Cade died. I rely on you when all else fails. But this, rectifying the past, I could not expect. Today you saved the life of a Titan. No more, no less. And for that, I'm grateful. He might not say it to your face, but Saint idolizes you. He'll need your help reacclimating to all of this. Do what you can.
Good health, friend. What is this? My old weapon? No, your new weapon. Well, you seem to improve everything you touch, Guardian. Old things made new, given purpose. This is a good lesson. In your absence, I walked the streets of the city, spoke to the people. I sat beneath the traveler and listened. Scars are still healing. I witnessed many new faces. They look to me and see a myth. I admit it does make me feel old and humble. As I walked, do you know what I saw? Smiles. I heard music. It is good to be reminded why we fight. I will walk the streets again tomorrow. Maybe I will sing.
Sagira asked me to thank you for cleaning up another of my messes. Obviously, I don't see it that way. All that happened with the sundial was necessary to achieve this outcome, including the return of Saint 14. What you've achieved here on Mercury, I'm only beginning to believe. The future I saw in the Infinite Forest, when all this began, the subatomic annihilation of this reality, and perhaps you've prevented it. I pray that you have. Because no hero or weapon could defeat that emptiness. Go. Run your strike missions, your crucible training. Live your life while you can. It's been a while, old man. The tower looks at you and sees a god. But what I see, a thug. A murderer. Betrayer. You know why I left the Infinite Forest, what I saw. A line has been drawn in this system. Light on one side, dark on the other. Where do you stand?
Thank you for coming. We've gathered here today to celebrate life, my mentor, my inspiration. They called him Crota's End. The Hive-Bait, Kingslayer. The young wolf. Hero of the Red War. The man who avenged Kate Shakes. He had 100 titles, I cannot recall. And he died doing what he does best, defending the last city of humanity. Ages ago, he saved my life, and then inspired me to save myself. I am glad that he did, because travel will help us. He is gone. There is no one to save us now. On the day we met, I decided I would follow his example. I'm still trying. I've marked this grave with one of his favorite weapons, shattered in that final confrontation. It used to be mine. All who find what we've left here, please leave it be.